Good morning, class. Good morning, class. I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, class. Breakfast and everything done? Ready for the class? Yes. Okay. Any doubts are there from the last class? Yes. Any doubts from last class? We'll wait for a few minutes so that remaining students can join. After that, we'll start with class. Till then, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Till then, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Good morning, students. Good morning. I hope everyone have studied the last lecture before coming to the class. Okay, good. So in last class, we were talking about the definition related to single electron system. First was ground state energy. How will you calculate ground state energy? How will you calculate energy? Energy formula is minus 13.6 Z square by N square in electron volt. This is the energy formula where Z is atomic number, N is orbit number. How will you calculate ground state energy? Ground state energy means N value will be equal to N value will be equal to 1. Very good. How will you calculate excited state energy? In question, if they mention calculate the energy of third excited state of hydrogen atom. So third excited state means N value will put for 4 and atom or ion they will mention. Clear? Atom or ion they will mention. Then third was ionization energy. What do you mean by ionization energy? Ionization energy means you are making transition from n equal to 1 to n equal to infinity. Transition energy delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square. So what is n1? n1 is 1. And what is n2? n2 is infinity. 1 upon infinity is 0. So ionization energy is equals to 13.6 Z square. Is all three definition clear? Ground state energy, ionization energy, excited state energy. And what is ionization potential? What is ionization potential? If ionization energy, let us say, is 13.6 electron volt, then what will be its ionization potential? Correct. Ionization energy in volt. Ionization energy in volt is known as ionization potential. Is known as ionization potential. That is 13.6 volt. That is 13.6 volt. Clear? So this is what we have discussed in last class. Any doubts to anyone? Any doubts to anyone? 1 volt. 1 electron volt is equals to 1 volt. Okay, we'll start with ionization potential only, dear. Don't worry. So fourth definition is of ionization potential. Ionization potential. Ionization potential means potential required to remove electron. Potential required to remove electron from ground state to infinity. From ground state to infinity. So ionization potential IP is equals to ionization energy, but the unit will be volt. IP stands for ionization potential. IE stands for ionization energy. And V means volts. Ionization energy is 13.6 Z square. Copy this. If this is done, let me know. Now we'll move on to the next definition, that is excitation energy. That is excitation energy. If this is done, can I move to next slide? If this is done, can I move to next slide? Yes, class. I hope everyone has done this. And please, class, it's a request, come to class on time. Okay, 5 minutes I'm waiting, 9:45 till 9:50 you are allowed. Okay. I hope everyone has done this. Now, fifth one is excitation energy. Excitation energy. Now, what do you mean by excitation energy? What do you mean by excitation energy? Excitation energy means the energy required from ground state to any other excited state. From ground state, if it going to infinity, that is ionization energy. But to any other excited state that it is going, that is known as excitation energy. So energy required to excite the electron from ground state to any other excited state. to any other excited state. Please come to class on time, Krishna. Please come to class on time. The energy required to excite the electron from the ground state to any other excited state. How will you calculate excitation energy? Delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. So what is N1 value? N1 is ground state. N1 will always be 1 and N2 can be 2, 3, 4, any value. So what will be the excitation energy? 13.6 Z square 1 upon 1 square 1 minus N2 square. This will be the excitation energy. Example question will be calculate first excitation energy of, question is calculate first excitation energy of lithium ion. First excitation energy of lithium ion. What do you mean by first excitation energy? N1 is 1 and N2 will be equal to. First excitation energy means 1 plus 1 you need to do. 1 plus 1, 2. That is first excitation energy. If question say third excitation energy, N1 is 1. What will be third excitation energy? 4. Okay. Is this clear how to find out N1 and N2 value in case of excitation energy? Excitation energy, N1 is always fixed 1. If they have mentioned first, it will be 1 plus 1. If they have mentioned 6 excitation energy, 6 plus 1. Okay. So what will be delta E? 13.6 Z square 1 upon 1 square 1 minus 2 square. And what is Z value in case of lithium? For lithium, what is Z value? Correct, 3. So delta E is equals to 13.6 into 9. 1 minus 1, 1 minus 4. So it will be 3 by 4. Solve this, you will get the answer in electron volt and you will get 91.8. So excitation energy is clear. Now tell me, if N1 is equals to 1 and N2 is infinity, then that excitation energy is known as? Excitation energy is energy required to excite the electron from ground state to any other excited state. If that excited state is infinity, then correct, then it is known as ionization energy. Correct. Good. If in the question instead of excitation energy, they have mentioned calculate first excitation potential. Calculate first excitation potential. Correct. Answer will be in volt. Magnitude is same. Answer will be in volt. Good. If this is done, can I move to next slide? I hope everyone has done this. Only one student is replying. What about others? Is this done? Okay. Now sixth heading, write down. This is fifth. Sixth heading, write down binding energy. Binding energy. What is binding energy? What is binding energy? Energy required. Energy required to remove electron. To remove electron from any excited state to infinity. From any excited state to infinity. Infinity. That is n1 is equals to any value 2, 3, 4, 5. And what will be n2 value? What will be n2 value? N2 value is infinity. So delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 minus N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. So delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square. N1 value can be anything 2, 3, 4. Depend upon the excited state. And what will be N2 value? N2 value is infinity. So what is 1 upon infinity square? What is 1 upon infinity square? 0. So binding energy BE is equals to 13.6 Z square by N1 square. And what is 13.6 Z square? And what is 13.6 Z square? Correct. That is ionization energy. Very good. So binding energy is equals to ionization energy by N1 square. BE stands for binding energy. IE stands for ionization energy. And N1 stands from the excited state. So we have studied three terms: ionization energy, binding energy, excitation energy. Ionization energy means from ground state, you are removing it to infinity. Binding energy means from any state, you are removing it to infinity. Excitation energy means from n equal to 1, you are sending it to higher level. To higher level. All three definitions are clear. All three definitions are clear. If this is clear, then questions become easy to do. If this is clear, then it is very easy to do the questions. Copy this. If this is done, let me know so that I can move to next slide. Copy this. If this is done, let me know so that I can move to next slide. Completed. I hope everyone has done. Can I move to next slide? Okay. So write down a question. if first excitation potential of hydrogen-like sample is 15 volt, then calculate ionization energy and second excitation potential of the sample. Yes. Now tell me one thing. What do you mean by hydrogen-like sample? First excitation potential of hydrogen-like sample is 15 volt. What do you mean by this? Correct. It means it is given as it is a single electron species. It can be hydrogen, it can be helium plus, it can be lithium 2 plus. You have to find out Z value because element is not mentioned. Hydrogen-like sample simple means it is a 1 electron species. 1 electron. It contains 1 electron. Can you suggest Z value by based upon this? Z value can you predict? Z value you cannot predict. Its value can be anything 1, 2 or 3, 4. Okay. Now first excitation potential is given as 15 volt. What is the formula of first excitation potential? We know that delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. So what is N1 and what is N2 for first excitation potential? N1 is 1. Excitation potential means from ground state they are going towards excited state. And N2 will be 2. Very good. Good Shobit, good Akshita, good Ayan. What about others? Are you getting this or not? What about others? Are you getting this or not? So this value is given as 15 volt or 15 electron volt. This is 13.6 Z square. Can I write 13.6 Z square as ionization energy? Ionization energy 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon 2 square, that is 4. So 15 is equals to ionization energy into 3 by 4. So what will be ionization energy? 15 into 4 by 3. So ionization energy is 20 electron volt. Now from this, if some of you wants to do it by calculating Z value, then inserting ionization energy, that's also you can do. But in that process, calculation will be somewhat lengthy. You can do it in this one also. 13.6 Z square into 3 by 4. So 15 into 4 by 13.6 into 3. that is equals to Z square. From this you can calculate Z value, then you can insert in ionization energy. This way is also correct. But in this, the calculation is slightly long. So first part we have done. Now try to do second part. Correct. Good, Shobit. If this is done, can I move to next slide? Good, Akshita. Very good. If this is done, can I move to next slide? Good, Ayan. Can I move to next slide if this is done? Only 2-3 students are replying. What happened to others? Okay. So next is second ionization potential. Next is second ionization potential. Z value, if you are getting as 6.4, take Z as 6. Take Z as 6. Because for Z, it should be a natural number. Second excitation energy. What do you mean by second excitation energy? What will be N1 value? N1 value is fixed, it will be 1. It will be start from ground state. And what will be N2 value? What will be N2 value? N2 value will be equal to 3. Second excitation energy means 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, like this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So what is first excitation energy when electron make transition from 1 to 2? What is second? It make from 1 to 3. What is third when it make from 1 to 4? So delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. So delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square is nothing but ionization energy 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon 3 square. So delta E is equals to ionization energy is 20 into 1 minus 1 by 9. So this is equals to 20 into 9 minus 1, 8 by 9. So what is second excitation energy? That is 160 by 9 electron volt. But you have to calculate potential. So second excitation potential will be equal to 160 by 9 volt. 160 by 9 volt. Correct. Very good. If this is done, can I move to next question? Copy this. When this is done, let me know so that we can move to next question. I hope everyone has done this. Now write down next question. Question say binding energy. Question say binding energy of hydrogen-like system correspond to second excited state binding energy of hydrogen-like system corresponding to second excited state is given by 13.5 electron volt, 13.5 electron volt. Find A. Come to class on time. Dear, come to class on time. Identify the element. Identify the element. B part, ionization energy. C part, energy required. To make transition from energy required to make transition from second energy state to third excited state. To third excited state. Fourth, wavelength emitted photon, wavelength of emitted photon when electron fall from first excited state to ground state. First excited state to ground state. First copy the question. When this is done, let me know. First copy the question. When this is done, let me know. No, Shobit, you are making mistake in calculation. Good, Praful. If this is done, can I move to next slide? Yes, class. Binding energy of second excited state is given as 13.5 electron. If this is done, can I move to next slide? Vaishnavi, next time be on time in class. This is the last time. This is the last time. I hope everyone has written this. Now, questions say that binding energy is equal to 13.5 electron volt, 13.5 electron volt. Correct. Z value will be equal to 3. 13.5 electron volt and second excited state is given. What do you mean by second excited state? Binding energy means from excited state N1, it is going to infinity. It is going towards infinity. So what do you mean by second excited state? Second excited state means N1 is equals to 3. So binding energy will be equal to 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. N2 is infinity. So binding energy is equals to 13.6 Z square upon N1 square. And what is binding energy? Binding energy is 13.5. 13.6 Z square upon N1 value is equals to 3 square. So will you agree that 13.5 and 13.6 will be cancelled? So Z square is equals to 3 square. So Z is equals to 3. 13.6 and 13.5 is almost equal to 1. Is almost equal to 1. Or you'll get Z equals to 2.9 something. So round off, you will get Z equals to 3. If Z equals to 3, it belongs to hydrogen is 1, helium is 2, lithium is 3. So lithium, what will be the charge that is present on lithium? What will be the charge that is present on lithium? Correct. Lithium will be Li2 plus. Li2 plus because it should be a 1 electron system. B. How will you calculate ionization energy? How will you calculate ionization energy? Ionization energy means from ground state it is going towards infinity. Going towards infinity. So formula is 13.6 Z square, that is 13.6 into 3 square 9. So what will the electron? 121.5. It will be 121.5. Done. If this is done, can I move to next slide? Now C part say that you have to calculate energy to make transition from second energy state to third excited state. I hope everyone has done this. This is done. Can I move to next slide? Okay, so C part say that the electron make transition from second energy state to third excited state. It means N1, tell me N1 value and N2 value. Second energy state to third excited state. What is N1 value? Second energy state means N1 value is 2. N1 value is not equal to 3. It is not excited word is not mentioned. Faisal, see carefully. Okay. It is second energy level to third excited state. That is N2 equals to 4. So how will you calculate delta E? That is 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. So delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square is nothing but ionization energy, which is equals to 1 to 1.5, or you can put 3 square. You will get the same answer. 2 square minus 1 upon 4 square. So calculate, what will you get? 121.5 1/4 minus 1/16. So it will be 3/16. So what will be the energy that you will get? So what value you will get? Around 22. Around 22 you will get 22.7 or 9, you can check. It will be approximately 22. Okay. Now D part. Now D part. Is C part clear? Is C part clear? Now D part. Wavelength of the emitted electron from first excited state to ground state. You have to calculate wavelength. Electron is coming from first excited state to ground state. What will be N1 value and what will be N2 value? N1 will be 1, ground state from excited state. N2 will be, okay, don't get confused in this, Shobit. Put N1 and N2 anything, you will only get sign difference. Sign difference will be there. Now some of you are getting confused that N1 we should put as 1 or 2. You can put N1 as 1 and put N2 as 2. You will get energy in positive, but this is emission, so energy will be negative. Simple. And negative sign simple represent that this is emission, nothing else. Wavelength cannot be negative, it represents that this is emission. Ayan, wavelength is not negative, it is simple represent that it is coming down. That's it. So delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1/1 square 1 minus 2 square. So always have this habit of putting N1 as smaller value and N2 as capital value, bigger value. Okay, if it is absorption, will be positive. It is emission, then it will be just put the negative sign. And this is equals to 121.5. 121.5 into 1 minus 1/4. So that is 3/4. So you will get energy as, on solving this. What will be the energy that you will get? Tell me. This energy will be approximately 91.8, 92. Now this is an electron volt. How will you calculate wavelength? Which formula you should apply? Energy is in electron volt. What will be the wavelength? Approximately 91. Correct. So delta E is equals to 12400 by lambda. So lambda will be in Armstrong 12400 divided by 91. You will get the answer in Armstrong. So this will be the wavelength. And this is emission. So negative sign simple represent that the energy is emitted out. Copy this. If this is done, let me know. Copy this. If this is done, let me know. Done. Answer will be around 136. Correct. 136. If this is done, let me know. Now I'll give you questions. Try to do it on your own. Now I'll give you a question. Try to do it on your own. I hope everyone has done this. Shobit, you will get the message. Yes, you should get -3/4. That is nothing. -3/4, that is nothing. It simple represent that is emission. That is emission. Absorption and emission value will be same. The only thing that is changing is the sign. The only thing that is changing is the sign. Question is, a single electron ion require 16.52 electron volt to excite the electron from second Bohr orbit to third Bohr orbit. Find A part, atomic number of the element. B part, wavelength required to remove the electron to infinity, from ground state to infinity. Yes, how will you do this? The energy that is required is 16.52 to make transition from second Bohr orbit to third Bohr orbit. So what will be N1 and what is N2? What is N1 and what is N2? Correct. N1 is 2 and N2 is 3. N1 is 2, N2 is 3. Very good. So delta E is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. So this value is equals to 16.52 is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 9. So 16.52 is equals to 13.6 Z square. On solving this, what will you get? 5/36. So what will be the Z square value? Z square will be approximately 9. So Z value is equals to 3. So atomic number of that element is 3. Atomic number of that element is 3. If this is done, can I move to next slide? Now B part is, copy this. If this is done, let me know. Now B part is, you have to calculate wavelength required to remove the electron from ground state to infinity. So what you need to find out in B part? What you need to find out in B part? First, you need to calculate ionization energy. Correct. You need to find out ionization energy. So ionization energy is 13.6 Z square. So it will be 13.6 into 9. So what will you get? What will be the energy that you will get on solving this? 121.5. What will be the energy value that you will get? Sorry, 122.4 you will get. Now this is an electron volt. How will you calculate wavelength? E is equals to 12400 divided by wavelength. So wavelength is equals to 12400 divided by 122.4. So wavelength is approximately equal to 101 Armstrong. 101 Armstrong. Is this clear? So in this part, you only have to keep in mind 3 terms. One is ionization energy. From N1, it is going to infinity. Binding energy, from N, it is going towards infinity. And excitation energy means from ground state, it is making transition. Now, next heading is hydrogen spectrum. Next heading is hydrogen spectrum. Done? Now write down the next heading, hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum. Now what is hydrogen spectrum? When H2 gas at low pressure is taken in a discharge tube, in discharge tube, when H2 gas at low pressure is taken in discharge tube, then on passing electricity, light emission takes place. On passing electricity, emission of light take place. Emission of light take place. Now, can you tell me why H2 gas is passed at low pressure? Why H2 gas is passed at low pressure? Gas are good conductor of electricity or gas are bad conductor of electricity? Very good, Ayan. Gases are bad conductor of electricity. When you pass it at low pressure, then they become conducting. So hydrogen gas is taken at low pressure because it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. When it is taken in discharge tube, electricity is provided, then emission of light will take place, and that is obtained on a emission of light take place. Then it is passed through prism. It passed through prism and obtained on photographic film. And lines were obtained on photographic film. First copy this, after that I'll explain you the experiment. Yes. Done. Copy this. If this is done, let me know. Completed. Can I move to next slide? Okay. So now see what happened in discharge tube. In discharge tube, this is discharge tube. Discharge tube, in this H2 gas is taken and it is at low pressure. Then electricity is produced, then it will get ionized, and that is passed through prism. Then emission of light will take place. And photographic film is there. Emission of light will take place. And on that film, on this photographic film, various lines are obtained. And these lines are not continuous. Continuous means that some lines will come, then some space will be there, then again lines will be coming. So hydrogen spectrum is an example of, first tell me, emission or absorption spectrum. Correct. That's why name is line spectrum. Correct. Hydrogen spectrum is example of spectrum, or spectrum means same. Spectrum or spectrum means same. It is an example of emission spectrum because light is being emitted out. So this is emission spectrum. It is continuous or discontinuous? Discontinuous, because the lines that you are getting, the lines that you are not getting is not continuous line. Some bands are coming, then again some bands are coming. So hydrogen spectrum is emission spectrum, discontinuous spectrum, and lines are obtaining. So other name is line spectrum. Other name is line spectrum. Okay, so basically what is happening, Okay, so it means it is hydrogen is one electron system. So this is also applicable on why only H2 gas we have taken. Why only hydrogen we have taken? Because we want one electron system. H2 gas, okay, H2 gas is there. When you provide electricity, it will convert into H and H. It will break down into atoms, and this H atom will convert into H plus ion. It become one electron system. When you provide energy, then what will happen? From lower energy level, they will move towards higher energy level by absorbing energy. Then when they come down from higher energy level, when they come down, then they will emit, then there will be emission of light, and that emission of light is recorded in form of lines, is recorded in form of lines. Okay, so why hydrogen gas is taken? Because it is applicable only on one electron system. If this is done, let me know. So hydrogen is one electron system. You are providing the heat and electricity, so they are moving towards high orbit, and from high orbit they are coming to the low orbit. Emission is taking place. He plus is not possible, but it is applicable on one electron species only. It is applicable on one electron species. On helium, it will not applicable, but on He plus, yes, it can be formed. If this is done, can I move to next slide? So simple hydrogen gas is there. It is passing through prism, and you will get different lines. Now, what is the whole process? Now I'll explain you. I hope everyone has done this. Why energy is emitted? Because when electron come from higher orbit to lower orbit, then energy will be emitted out. Abdul, you can start from this part now. You can start from this part. In that only experiment was there. Electron of hydrogen is in first orbit and it can go to further down. Then no, no Ayan. It is in n equal to 1. From n equal to 1, it can go to n equal to 2, n equal to 3, n equal to 4. Because all orbits are present in all atoms. Okay. Then they will come down. Then they will come down. When electricity will provide, they will go up, and after that they'll come down, and that lines are observed. So these are energy shell. This is infinity. This is n equal to 1. This is n equal to 2. This is n equal to 3. This is n equal to 4. This is n equal to 5. This is n equal to 6. These are the energy levels. n equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on, and this is n equal to infinity. This is n equal to infinity. So what will happen? The electrons are present in the higher excited state. So from higher excited state, they can come to n equal to 1. They can come to n equal to 1. Okay, when they come to n equal to 1, then this is known as Lyman series. This is known as Lyman series. Okay, from infinity, they can come to n equal to 1. Now, next possibility is from higher orbit, they can come to n equal to 2. If they come to n equal to 2, that is known as Balmer series. If they come to n equal to 3, then it is known as Pashman series. If they come to n equal to 4, that is known as bracket series.
ये तो मोटी बहुत हो गई अच्छा ना
हाँ भैया So if n equal to 4, now next is n equal to 5. That is known as P fund. Now they can come to n equal to 6. That is known as Humphrey. Try to draw this. If this is done, let me know. Yes, class. So this is known as hydrogen spectrum. This is known as hydrogen spectrum. From n equal to infinity, they are going towards this. Trick to learn this is, now trick to learn this is low blood pressure big problem. Lyman, Barmer, Pashman, Brackett, P fund. So this is the trick to learn this hydrogen spectrum. If this is done, can I move to next slide? What about H means? What about H means? That you can learn. That you can learn. If this is done, can I move to next slide? Yes, class, everyone has done this. Can I move to next slide? Okay. Okay. So energy is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. And this energy is equals to Hc by lambda. So Hc by lambda is equals to 13.6 Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. So 1 upon lambda is equals to 13.6 Z square by Hc 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. One upon lambda is equals to wave number. And this is a constant. This is a constant. And the value of this constant is given by scientist, that is Rydberg. So it is known as Rydberg constant Z square 1 upon N1 square minus 1 upon N2 square. So this is the formula to calculate wavelength of hydrogen spectrum. And RH value is equals to 1.1 into 10 to the power 7 meter inverse. Meter inverse. Why meter inverse? Because 1 upon Lambda unit is meter inverse. Z has no unit, N has no unit, N2 will have no unit. If this is done, can I move to next slide? If this is done, can I move to next slide? Okay. So next is 1 upon lambda is equals to RH Z square 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Okay. N1 value in case of Lyman. In case of Lyman series, N1 value is 1, N2 can be 2, 3, 4, any. In case of Balmer series, N1 value will be equal to, Lyman series means light ray will goes to N1, Balmer means it will go to N2. So N2 value will be equal to 3, 4, 5. So on. Then Paschen series, N1 value will be equal to 3. N1 value will be equal to 3 and N2 will be equal to 4, 5, 6. Bracket series, N1 value will be equal to, correct, 4. And what will be in P fund? What will be? Five, 6, 7. N1 is 5 and what will be N2? Correct, 6, 7, 8. Now Paschen, bracket and P fund, this line in IR region. Lyman series, this line ultraviolet region. Balmer series line visible region. If this is done, let me know. Done. Can I move to next slide? Copy this. If this is done, let me know. Done. Okay. Write down a question. Write down a question. Calculate wavelength of first line, A part, first line of Lyman series, first line, and B part, last line of Lyman series. What do you mean by first line of Lyman series? What do you mean by Lyman series first line? First line will be n equal to 2 to n equal to 1. Correct. Lyman is always n equal to 1. First line will be n2 is 2. So how will you calculate wavelength 1 upon RH for hydrogen atom? For hydrogen atom. 1 square, 1 upon 1 square minus 1 upon 2 square. So 1 upon lambda is equals to RH 1 minus 1 by 4. So this is equals to RH into 4 minus 1, 3 by 4. So lambda is equals to 4 by 3 RH. You can insert the value of RH. You can also insert the value of RH. So this is first line wavelength. What will be the wavelength of the last line? N equal to 1 is 1, n equal to 2 is infinity. So last line is n equal to 1 to n equal to infinity. So 1 upon lambda is equals to RH 1 square, 1 upon 1 square, 1 minus infinity square. So lambda is equals to 1 by RH. Copy this. If this is done, let me know. What will be the first line of Balmer series? What will be the first line of Balmer series? Correct. First line will be n equal to 1 will be 2, n equal to 2 is 3. That will be the first line. We'll continue hydrogen spectrum. We'll continue with hydrogen spectrum in next class. Okay. Now I'm giving you the homework. Now I'm giving you the homework. If this is done, can I move to next slide? If this is done, can I move to next slide? N equal to, sorry, homework. Today's homework is atomic exercise 1, part 1, section B we will discuss. Sorry, part 2, section B will discuss along with this DPP 4 and 5. DPP 4 and 5. Okay. For tomorrow, your homework is atomic exercise 1, part 1, Section C we will discuss. Only part 1 section C and DPP 6. And DPP 6. Okay. With this class is over. Thank you. With this class is over. Thank you. We'll meet in doubt session now. Okay. Thank you, class.